Welcome back to Adventures with Vehicles. I am Joe. Today we are going to be working on this Toyota Celica GT. Somebody else took it apart and I'm going to give a crack at it. Somebody's put some crazy money into the paint on this thing and interior. But right now, this is what's here. And I don't have a clue where any of this goes. So we're going to try to figure this out. I had the headliner sitting in loosely, getting ready to do the next interior panel. The carpet is not for this car apparently, so I'm gonna have to try to do something with it, but we'll see what it does. So, big giant mess here. Clean off my camera. It's a little, got some sweat on it. It's hot out here, humid. But putting back together a car that you never took apart is always a handful, so we'll get this thing back together and hopefully it goes back together without a bunch of stuff missing. It sat at somebody else's shop for about a year and then they didn't put it back together, so he went and got it and now we're putting it back together. Alright, so we got some more of the interior panels in. The carpet's just kind of laying in there. It's been a fun game of putting this thing back together because, like I said, we didn't take this thing apart and it is just an absolute disaster on whoever organized this thing, taking it apart. But I don't know if you can see in the sun or not, but this thing has some crazy pearls and golds and silvers and purples on it. It's like a black cherry. Really good detail in the airbrushing. Hopefully you can see that. I'll leave a link in who did the airbrushing on this car. Honestly, if it wasn't for the airbrushing on this thing, I wouldn't have put it back together. But since they had such cool paint, I wouldn't say cool paint, such really good detail paint, I probably wouldn't have volunteered myself to assist in doing this. Because the little car I don't like, but it had potential for what it is. The front piece of carpet, I don't know what they took it out of, what they found it out of, but it is hideous. The back piece of carpet is great. Alright, we test fitted the back piece to the car to make sure it kind of fit. I was looking at it and it wasn't quite, like I said, I didn't take this car apart. So I was looking at it and I'm like, there's something goofy going on here. Then I started looking at the seats and I realized, where does this piece go to? Started holding around, finding where it went. And now I'm going to attach this to that. Take the factory hinge off the floor. Here's the 12 you need, bud. And I'm going to attach this, put the hinge mechanism in and everything, and fake this all back together because I don't have a clue what I'm doing here. But I'll figure it out as I go. Alright, got the back seats and part of the back paneling in. Now I'm getting ready to fit the carpet right here a little better. I gotta do some trimming along here and tuck it up underneath the panel. I don't know what this carpet's supposed to be for or what that's out of, but we're trying to make it fit the best we can. So basically I'm just gonna move the screwdriver out of my butt and then I'm gonna kind of get it close and cut up about an inch higher than where I need. Let me put my camera on my hat so you can see what I'm doing here. See what I see. So I'm gonna press down here and pull up here. So I know my carpet stops at my panel here, so I'm gonna cut along here so I can tuck it a little bit better. If these scissors will cut this. Nope. And nope. So I'm gonna have to find something to cut this and I'll just show you what it looks like when I'm done. I just took a box knife and trimmed it we'll vacuum all this stuff out. I don't know what the heck this stuff is all over the carpet. It was all over it when we got it. I'll try to take some more of these wrinkles out and get ready to put the center console cover in and some hardware to hold it in. And then I'm going to go back up to putting the rest of the visors and visor holders in if I can find all the pieces. But it's coming along. It's looking okay for what I'm working with. So, all right, now we are going to be putting the custom center console leather piece. Got some decent stitching on it. I don't know who did the interior. I'll find out what shop that was, if it's worth mentioning. But all right, we got the center console piece custom stitched, and I'm going to install this. And it looks like these just drop down in. You always want to make sure you have your stop locks in. And this back piece is the hinge, and it goes and tucks into this little weird spot here. And it kind of just drops in. It's kind of a pain to get in. It doesn't fit very well, but that's from Toyota manufacturing. I mean, these were just little Kana box cars, so. I just kind of hand tighten that one in there. And yes, the screws mismatch because this is what I have to work with. And I'm just going to kind of snug them before I make sure it shuts and latches. Once it shuts and latches, give it a little tap, and then tighten everything up. That way you make sure everything fits snug. I'll see what I can do about finding the screws that fit in here. It's probably just going to be a big screw like this. Now we're going to move on to the seats and side trim and try to find the pieces that go in here. See if you can find, it looks like a ashtray that would snap in here. It'd be like, it's like a, probably be made of metal. Okay. It'll probably just lock and snap. Oh heck yeah, it's hot out here. Crazy paint job. A lot of really cool, nice detail. All right, got that thing all together. Looks nice, sits on there nice. Now I'm going to move on to the seats and trying to straighten out these wrinkles in the carpet the best I can. Somebody already pre-cut holes in it, so I'm going to have to fake it the best I can. Just try to get as many of the wrinkles out. Toyota Celica GT, custom paint, custom interior. Just got done putting the interior in it. I helped do the body work on this thing a long time ago and helped rebuild the motor on it a long time ago. It's been sitting for a couple years. It's getting ready to be finished up, wrapped up. I'll get some videos of, well, pictures of this on Instagram. I won't get video of this. I will make the video of this car, the rest of it tonight. But I will get pictures and put it on Instagram of this thing, all wrapped up, finished up, so you can see what it looks like. It'll be on the same name as the YouTube channel, Adventures with Vehicles, on Instagram or Facebook. You'll be able to find it on both. It's a cool little car. I wouldn't put this much money into one of these, but if we all liked the same thing and did the same thing, we'd be very boring. So thank you for tuning in to Adventures with Vehicles. If you got something cool, interesting, even just custom like this, hit me up. I'll come check it out and make a video on it, maybe even help put it back together. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.